Hello again, it's Noob, and today we're going to look at these CEC single twist lockpicks from Cloaked Entry. And I bought these with my own money, so it's not a sponsored review in any way, all thoughts my own as always. So yes, single twist picks. What does that mean? Well, if you noticed, you'll see that there is a single twist rotating the shank of the pick by 90 degrees. And I bought a flat-topped short hook and a quad peak rake. There are a number of profiles, I think 10 or so, maybe more, over on the Cloaked Entry website. Please do go take a look. I'll leave the link below. It's not a sponsored link or anything like that. It's not affiliated in any way, but if you are curious, then please do go check out all the other profiles. There's all the ones you can think of, really. But I chose a quad peak and a short hook because I thought those would be the most useful ones for me just to try out. A decent rake and a very useful short hook, two of the most common profiles. I think you will agree. You'll notice the Cloaked Entry logo on there, which is a dagger and triple peak rake, and these ripple handles, which do remind me a lot of the Southern Specialties lockpicks. I do know that Southern Specialties, who do some very budget-friendly picks, I have to say, do make lockpicks for other people on occasion. I don't know whether this is a case here, but these are ripple handles. I kind of like them. They're just laminated. They add a little bit of texture, a little bit of grip. You may like them, you may not, but yeah, I kind of like these. I think it adds a unique look to them, a unique aesthetic, really, something you don't see that often, at least. What were these designed for? Well, on their website, they say that they are designed primarily for people who like to pick like this. So maybe you're raking a lock and you hold the rake like that. Certainly it would be more comfortable and less fatiguing than holding it pinched like I would normally do. But I've not really sort of tried these out, so I'm going to try them out really as part of this review and give you some initial thoughts on these. I've not seen anybody pick like this, but that doesn't mean that people don't. I know that there are people who have problems with their hands, some mobility issues in their fingers maybe, and they struggle to hold, a pick in a pen type grip. So maybe this is designed to, alleviate some people who have issues with their hands. But yeah, I'm going to try these out and give some thoughts on these afterwards. I'm going to use this quad peak rake, and I'm going to pick a few locks I know are quite easy to rake, and I'm going to hold it how I would probably hold it in this instance, which is more to one side. I feel, for me, that just feels more intuitive. I can still put my finger under the tip like this, rather than like this. Although I'll try both. But this feels right to me. So just going to go in, and we're open on that one. A slightly more difficult rake. This Yale monoblock has lots of spool pins in. Again, I'm going to hold the pick a bit like this. Just, don't know, feels right. Very light raking to begin with. Might angle our pick a little bit, see if that helps. Oh, we got it. Oh, yeah, no, we did get it. Move over to a baton lock and see if I can't just gently rake this one. Go a bit deeper. Yeah, we got it. That's actually surprisingly easy. And we'll just finish on this other master lock, which was next to me. So they're always sort of fun picks, aren't they? So just throw that in, give that a little jiggle, a little rake, see what I can't do. Oh yeah, we got it. Oh yeah, I did say I'll try this method, like holding it like this, and see how that works on. It's a simple lock. Yeah, we got it. Did I prefer that? I'm not entirely sure. Thoughts a bit later on that. So for the hook, I've chosen a Masterlock XL or Magnum, depending on where you are. And I've chosen this because I normally put quite a lot of torque on these locks when I'm picking. Now I'm going to do that kind of side saddle pick positioning again and just try to get under these pins and feel what needs to be picked and lift them up. You can probably hear those clicks. The flat top on the short hook certainly is good, I feel. So, you know, I can really feel where I'm contacting the pins. So that's good. I think we'll do a slightly more technical pick to test this hook out. Remember, it's got a twist in which makes it flex. Let's see what this is like. This has lots of spool pins in and can be tricky. These picks are thin enough to be able to pick this lock from the bottom of the keyway. And again, I'm going that side saddle. I'll try picking the other way in a minute with a maybe more simple lock because I'm just not used to that. And I'm doing a lot of supporting with my middle finger here on these, on the shank to make sure I can sort of feel the feedback in this lock. So lots of little clicks so far, which is normal for this lock. I just need to just try to get to the front. Nothing on one there. Okay, back to the back. So this lock, you sort of need to set the pins, well, not set the pins, you're sort of getting these pins up into, there we go, into, I guess they're spool pins, get them up into the spool, and then you pick a standard pin and they go back into this sort of false set, which I've got now, and then you have to sort of put a bit of tension on and then try to lift these pins out of their full set. Now, I'm feeling quite a lot of flex at this point because I'm fighting my own tension and counter rotation from these spool pins, which you do have to be light on, but you also can't leave the tension off too much because you'll drop those spool pins, and that will make this a sort of a more tricky pick than it needs to be. I think we're okay there, but I might have dropped pin 6 at the back like that. So we're still in a full set, which is good. I do feel that spring, this flex here, is sort of fighting me a little bit because that seems to be three things: my rotation, the counter rotation, and also the flex from this pick. We got there, but that felt odd, definitely odd. Thoughts a bit later. Let's try and just pick a lock like this way round, a simple one which I know I can pick. Okay, I've chosen my victim, a really rubbish, weatherproof-ish master lock padlock, and I'm going to hold it like this in my hand, the pick. So I'm going to go in and see if this is doable. I'm not going to rest my finger, as tempting as it is, on the shank, which is what I would normally do. So I'm going to go in with this pick under the pins, and oh, this feels so weird. Definitely a bit of a user experience issue here, because trying to feel where that pick tip is in relation to the pins is just really strange, so unintuitive. I don't even know if I'll be able to do it. This needs severe practice, I think, from me to hold it this way. I'm just so tempted to hold it the other way, which, to be fair, I can. I'm just setting myself a challenge as to whether, yeah, I got it, but that was so weird to do. So there you go. I really hope you enjoyed those demos, and I think that on and off camera I've used these enough now that I'm happy to be able to give some opinions, and my opinion does differ depending whether it's a hook or a rake. First of all, you have this twist in the shanks, which means that the shank is now 90 degrees to the pick, so normally it would be in line, but it's twisted 90 degrees, and that means that this twist provides a flexible point. For some locks where you need to rake lightly underneath the pins and you'll need to keep light tension, this can really help you to not overset those pins. You know, you've got that nice, I'm holding this bit very stiffly, you can see the amount of flex just by tapping the tip. Compare that to a rake with a standard orientation to the handle and you don't get anywhere near that amount of flexibility. Without twist, with twist, without twist, with twist. So depending on the type of lock you're picking, this twist could help you with raking, especially if you're a little more heavy-handed. I do feel though that it won't replace a standard orientation rake for those locks which just require a little bit more bullying. Not least because if you do bully these picks a little bit too much, that flat twist means that you can easily just accidentally bend your tip, something which is really hard to do, with a standard orientation tip. So you will have to use light raking. Now the finish on these is really good and I like the steel. I think the handles are nice and they are comfortable. They might not be to your tastes though, but I kind of like them. So I think the finish on these and the presentation are really nice. And for the rakes, I definitely feel these have a place in some people's kits for when you want to do that sort of almost like featherlight raking technique. In terms of how you hold these, this did not work out for me very well at all. I didn't like that, it felt uncomfortable. But again, if you have some issues with your hands maybe, and this is the way that you feel best at holding a pick, then actually this may be a really, really great find for some people. This could actually really help some people access lockpicking and be able to rake locks open in a way which feels a lot more open and less restrictive to those people. So for that purpose, I think that these are great. And if you hold them sort of like this, with a finger sort of on top, a finger to support the shank, so it's a little less flexible, I found that to be surprisingly comfortable. It's maybe not quite the same as pinching it. I find that has more control, but I didn't hate it. But it just feels better to have a finger underneath the shank, especially with how flexible that can get. Onto the hook though, again, if you hold it like this or like this, like I was, actually not too bad. I do feel that you do reduce a little bit of the feedback, but with a finger supporting the shank, you can sort of feel what the pins are doing underneath there. Definitely reduces the feedback. You don't get that sort of solid, shank to tang feedback you get with these solid handles if it was at 90 degrees, but it's not too bad if you have a supporting finger. I found it very difficult to hold like this. Again, maybe if you got used to it and it sort of suited your picking style or your abilities, then yes, that could work. However, the flex here, I really felt was fighting me at every minute. If this is your only option and it makes sense for you to have a pick at this orientation, fine, it's usable. But as an experienced picker, I would so much prefer a standard orientation lockpick. It just means that I have so much more force I can apply to the tip to really bully those pins, especially in the cheaper locks where you need to maybe just put a little bit more torque on the core. I just feel that the feedback and the force I can apply is diminished by having that twist in these hooks. And again, these, if you just push down on this a little bit too far, it does deform because, of course, if you're thinking about it, in a standard pick, this height of the shank actually is quite a thick amount of metal to push down on, while with a twist, you're really just got this very thin amount of metal. So by putting the twist in the shank, you're sort of introducing a bend point. So I feel that for the rakes, yeah, it can make sense. I don't mind it. It's quite useful in some locks. It's comfortable to use, could really help people access lockpicking or locksport where they wouldn't be able to before, would find it less comfortable. With the hooks, I'm not feeling it, I have to say. Again, the finish is nice, the logo's nice, the handles are nice, all that kind of stuff, but I think that it, to me, doesn't make sense having the twist in the hooks. For me, as it stands like this, I don't think that this twist works very well at all in the hooks, but I do think it works pretty well, and certainly has some use cases for the rakes. Anyway, I would love to know what you think to these. Do you think that they are really cool? Would you want to try these out? Can you think of somebody who would really benefit from having a twist or a handle orientation like this? I'd really love to know your thoughts in the comments below. If you disagree with me or agree with me, let me know. Other people would love to hear your views because it just adds more opinions to the mix to allow people to make the right choice of whether these are the right picks for them. So if you like this video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, now's a great time to do so for more content like this. Of course, hitting the notification bell really helps as well, and it all helps me out and I really appreciate it. Otherwise, stay safe, happy picking, and I will see you all next time.